everybody, this is Kelly with Bluewater, and today I'm actually sitting with our Structural Integration Practitioner, which we are honored and so incredibly blessed to even have on the Bluewater team. His name is Chris Martinez. Say hi, Chris.
Hi.
So the reason for this video is I wanted to kind of bring him in to explain a little bit about the difference between traditional massage therapy and structural integration so that you can understand why you need it and why this man has these certifications, and it's absolutely spectacular. There is a difference between what I do and what he does, so I'm gonna hopefully answer these questions. We did give you guys a little bit of a notice so that you could send in some questions, and we have a few that we hopefully will answer for you. And if you are watching and you can think of anything that you'd like answered live, just go ahead and post it in the comments and we'll hit that as well. So Chris, I'm going to let you just start talking about how you became a practitioner and what structural integration is.
I started my massage practice in 2011. I went through the original massage training for school. After that, I went back to school in Pensacola, Florida with neuromuscular integration training, which is structural integration. It's another 500 hours of training on top of my original 650 hours. So right now I'm about 1,200 hours of bodywork training alone, with a majority of that being in structural integration. It's a little bit different from a massage in the fact that it's a 10-session process and not just a standalone massage. You don't just come in and get a massage and then go home. This is a 10-session process that we do either week by week, month by month, maybe it's every other week. It's more about how it fits your lifestyle and how it fits the schedules that we have. The biggest concern that we have with structural integration is it painful? Rolfing is another term that is used for structural integration, and people have heard Rolfing is really painful, it hurts really bad, it was really heavy-handed sometimes. With the way I was trained, it is not. Uncomfortable might be in the mix, but pain is never going to be the foregoing thought that we have when we're doing a session for structural integration.
Can I stop you right there?
Yes.
So can we back up and you kind of explain, you just said Rolfing, so people probably don't know what that means, so explain where that term came from. Dr.
Ida Rolf was the lady who invented structural integration, basically, and they termed what she was doing Rolfing. She didn't really care for that term either, but that was just what it got called. I didn't graduate from the Rolf Institute, so I'm not a Rolfer. I practice the Rolf method of structural integration. In order to be a Rolfer, you have to go to their school. It's known as different things in other places. Structural integration is what we refer to it because that's the umbrella term for what we do. Rolfing is just another term for what I do. The biggest difference is that some Rolfers are really, really heavy-handed, and the training that I took with Kevin Lucas is a Guild graduate, which is the other major school for structural integration. It's not painful. It never can be painful. That's counterproductive to the session if you are in pain.
Well, I'm actually glad that you pointed this out because that was one of our questions that we have. I'm going to pull that up right now. And it says, the last massage that I had hurt and I am scared to get another one. Is this normal?
Body work of any kind, whether it's massage, it's structural integration, should not hurt. If you are putting the body into a position that it's painful, the neurology of the body starts guarding against whatever's happening. So if you're a massage therapist or you're a structural integration practitioner or your Lomi practitioner is hurting you, it's not being as effective as it could be in the overall process. If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't work method isn't productive anymore. That's antique thinking in the bodywork field.
So I hope that whoever sent in that question, I hope that definitely makes sense. Massage therapy and body work in any form and fashion, no matter who's giving you the treatment, it should never hurt. I like to explain it myself as it should be kind of a hurt so good feeling, never painful. So you really want to know that it's being effective, and if it's pain, it's actually gonna not do any good at all. So with structural integration though, it does not hurt, right?
My clients here before every session and during every session, if it hurts past the point of you having to hold your breath, you having to grit your teeth, or you have the sudden urge to jump up and punch me in the face, we are probably way too deep and we should back up a little bit.
But you definitely go over all of that with each client that you see, and they know ahead of time that what they're going to be expecting from you, right?
Correct. We do a free consultation to make sure that this is what you need and what's going to be effective for you. And during that consultation, the original consultation, we go over how it's non-painful, what the sessions are like, what to expect, what not to expect, and we try to dispel some of the myths and all those things that are associated with structural integration and even in massage in general. So be fully aware that it's not going to be painful.
So another question that we get when it comes to the difference between traditional massage therapy and the structural integration is, when you come in for that first session, you're supposed to be wearing some clothing, right?
Yes, because this is a movement-oriented session, all the sessions 1 through 10, we have certain viewing clothes that we prefer our clients to wear, where males will be in shorts, boxers, briefs, something to cover up. Ladies, we prefer sports bras and shorts, or bikini tops and bikini bottoms, something along those lines just to keep you covered up because you're going to be moving a lot on the table.
Yeah, and so there is a huge difference between a regular massage therapy session and the structural integration. And with structural integration, just to be sure, it is a series, right? So you come up with a care plan and you're kind of going over, how many sessions is it?
So Dr. Rolfe put together the 10-session process. It's a recipe that we use. It's the same recipe for every client. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change with age or difficulties or anything like that. We do the exact same thing with every client. We just change the tool that we use or the pressure. And by tools, just meaning if I use a knuckle or the palm of my hand. So every session is going to be the same in order. Each session builds on the previous session or is different than the previous session, but there is 10 of them, and so you can do that either once a week for 10 weeks, once every other week. We've seen fantastic results with once a month sessions as long as the client does what we call the homework at home. So that's one thing that creates the different dynamic than massage, is that we not only work with the body as a whole and we treat the body as a whole, we also send you home. It's about client re-education. So we want to change how you are doing things at home, which will help change your life overall. And we don't want to be the magical pill. We want you to be the person who fixes you. We just want to kind of guide you and assist you along the way.
So what happens after the 10 sessions?
The 10 sessions, once they're over with, we basically kick you out for about a year. We don't want you getting more structural integration every week for the rest of your life. It's a 10-session process for a reason. We let you take a break for about a year, and then after that year's over, we would like you to come back for what we call the maintenance program, and it's just 2 to 3 sessions a year after that. And so it's pretty basic. And now in between those times, you're free to get all the massage you want, chiropractic visits, whatever you would like. We just don't do a lot of structural integration because it tears down the tissue after a while versus helping it out.
Okay, so this would be where I could come into play, or any other massage therapist here at Bluewater, where after they get your 10 sessions, then they would just start with regular massage therapy routine sessions.
Correct. That's the best, and that really helps out the soft tissue, but it also allows the massage to become more of a massage and not so much as a treatment. Every Friday, I've got to go see my massage therapist session, and it allows the massage therapist to do more of what they're trained to do in the relaxation phase and helping what we call telling the nervous system to just down-regulate, and that will help you heal even more by just keeping you at a constant relaxed level versus you having to come in every week because you're in pain. We'll adjust the pain with my sessions, and then you can come in and just relax with Kelly and the other therapists at Bluewater.
That's awesome. So we don't want to overwhelm you with too much information, so I am going to get to these other questions that we have. You posted that structural integration can help with migraines. How?
We do a lot with migraines and TMJ, and the fact that in the 7th session of the series, the jaw tends to be misaligned in most people, and a lot of times it's because we have that one side that we prefer to chew our food on or chew our chewing gum on. And so after years of abusing one side more than the other, your jaw gets misaligned to the head, and the head is misaligned to the neck, and the neck is misaligned to the shoulders. So we do a session called Session 7. It's the hour of the sphenoid, and it's a bone that's inside the skull. But we work from the neck up, and we work through the inside of the mouth. I know it sounds gross and weird, but we wear gloves, and we take all the necessary precautions. But we work the tissue of the mouth and the tissue of the TMJ from the inside, and that helps realign the jaw to the skull, and the skull to the neck, and the neck to the shoulders, which allows everything to flow better, and the migraines and the TMJ are dramatically changed.
That's amazing. I mean, I actually have issues myself. Maybe I need to have that done myself.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see what's the next question. Okay, would structural integration be good for sciatic issues?
It helps sciatic issues in a number of different ways. One of the primary principles behind structural integration is to align the pelvis vertically and horizontally. And so that tends to be part of the problem with sciatic pain, is a misalignment of the pelvis puts pressure on the sciatic nerve through the different fascial tissues and the different nervous tissues and the different muscle tissues. And by realigning the pelvis over the 10 series, sciatic pain is dramatically decreased.
That's amazing. So those were the few questions that we did get, and I'm happy that we were able to answer them. Because this is such a very vast topic of structural integration and trying to learn it, we might do another video in the near future, maybe even next week. So if you do have any more questions about what structural integration is or how it can help you, please go ahead and send those in, and we will be sure to answer the questions. But one more question that I have for you is there's not very many people in Alabama that are certified in structural integration. Is this correct?
So the last numbers that we looked at through the International Association of Structural Integration is that worldwide there's only about 22 approved schools in the entire world, meaning that there's less than 5,000 structural integration practitioners in the entire world that are certified. And the way I'm taught, there's more than less than 3,000 in the entire world. There's very few in Alabama. 3 of us all went to school together at the exact same time. And the last numbers I was seeing in Alabama, there might be 7 or 8. And like I said, 3 of us went to school together. So we're few and far between throughout the entire world.
Okay, so shut the front door. So just so I'm clear, we have Chris Martinez, one of the very few massage therapists who is certified in structural integration as a practitioner, working right here at Bluewater, and he is at the Sheffield office strictly. So if you want to book a session with Chris, how do they get in touch with you?
You can schedule with me on our Schedule a City app. You can message me through here on the Bluewater Facebook app. We also have the telephone number that you can call or text. And I'm available on my personal page, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have there as well.
How do they find that personal page?
Chris Martinez on Facebook.
There you go. So that is how you get with us. The phone number to Bluewater is 256-272-1895. You can always just PM the page, and we will direct any questions that you have over to Chris so that he's sure to get them and be sure to answer your questions. So I hope, I'm going to put it out here so we can see each other. I hope that we have helped you understand structural integration a little bit better, and we definitely look forward to seeing you very soon. Again, just let us know if you have any questions. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Bye.